is true. I have been ill. But why do you say that I am mad? I'm just dreadfully nervous. Can you not see that I have full control of my mind? The disease has only sharpened my senses, made my sense of hearing even more acute. I've heard all things in heaven, and many things in hell. How then am I mad? There was no logic for what I did. Passion or object, there was none. I loved the old man. He had never wronged me, never given me insult. And for his gold I had no desire. I think it was his eye. He had neither vulture that watches and waits while an animal dies and falls upon the dead body to distemper it and eat it. And whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And so, very gradually, I decided to take the life of the old man and thus rid myself of him and close that eye forever. So, do you still think I'm mad? Madmen know nothing. You should have seen me. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution, with what foresight I went to work. During all that week, I was as warm and loving to the old man as I could be. But little did he know that for several nights I would turn the latch of his door and oh, so gently open it. Holding a light, I would enter his room, quiet, not to disturb the old man's sleep. But here, I always found that the eye was closed, and so it was impossible for me to do my work. It was not the old man who vexed me, but his evil eye. On the last night, he sensed me. For the old man sprang up and cried, "Who's there?" For a whole hour, I did not move. Nor did I hear the old man lie down. He was just sitting there, listening. Presently, I heard a low, dull, stifled sound, such as a watch enveloped in cotton. It was the beating of the old man's heart. I tried to steadily maintain the ray upon the eye, yet the hellish tattoo of the heart increased, and it grew quicker and quicker, and louder and louder. I thought the heart must burst. The old man's hour had come. I rushed into the room screaming, "Die, die!" I fell upon him, then held the bed covers tightly over his head until the beating stopped. I took away the sheets and examined the corpse. Yes! He was dead. Stone dead. His eye would trouble me no more. So, do you still think I'm mad? You will think not, with the precautions I took to conceal the body. First, I dismembered the corpse. I got off the head, the arms, and the legs, while not letting a single drop of blood fall to the floor. I then took up 3 planks from the flooring and laid and deposited the body there. I then replaced the boards so clearly, so cunningly, that no human eye, not even his, could detect anything wrong. When I made the ends of these labours, there came a knocking at the door. I went to open it, for what did I have to fear? There entered 3 men, who introduced themselves as officers of police. A shriek had been heard by a neighbour, and they'd been deputed to search a premise. The shriek, I told them, was my own. In a dream. The old man I mentioned, well, he was away in the country. I led the officers all over the house. I bade them search and searched well. I led them at length to his chamber and showed them his treasures, secure and undisturbed. I then brought chairs into the room for the officers to rest their fatigues, and in the wild audacity of my perfect triumph, I placed my own seat, which reposed the corpse of the victim. The officers were satisfied. And while they sat, they chatted of familiar things. But here, I longed myself getting pale and I wished them gone. I fancied a ringing in my ears. But still the officers chatted, and still sat and chatted, and still the ringing came more until I found that at length the noise was not within my ears. No doubt now I grew very pale. I arose and paced the floor to and fro with heavy strides, but the noise increased overall, and still the man sat and still chatted. Was it possible? Oh God, what could I do? I foamed, I raved, I swung the chair on which I had been sitting and grated it upon the floor, but the noise arose overall, and it continually increased. Still the officers sat and still chatted. Was it possible they not heard? Oh God. They heard. They knew. They were making a mockery of my horror. I thought I must scream or die, and then again hark louder. Villains, I shrieked. Dissemble me no more. I admit the deed. I killed him. Tear up the board and you shall see. Here it is. Here's the beating of the hideous heart. But why?